Good morning, Your Excellencies, Honored Prime Minister, Minister, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pleased to welcome you to the 6th Annual Tallinn Conference on the Eastern Partnership, marking the 10th anniversary of this important policy. My name is Johannes Tralla, and I'm a journalist working for Estonian Public Broadcasting. Now, I'd like to think I have a special relationship with our topic today. As some of you might know, I recently returned from Brussels, where I was the correspondent for Estonian television for the past 6 years. As a journalist, I'm a storyteller, which means that every now and then I get 2 minutes on the evening news to tell a compelling story about something I had witnessed or heard on that day. Now, the audience that I normally speak to have, let's say, a rather limited knowledge and perhaps also a limited interest on the topics and processes taking place in Brussels. Now, and after your average day in Brussels, that could sometimes prove to be a challenge, telling compelling stories to an audience who's not really interested. Then imagine you're in the evening news trying to tell a compelling 2-minute story about an intergovernmental agreement that could one day lead to an association agreement and a DCFTA being signed between the EU and certain partner countries. Does that sound like a challenge? Well, not really. Not if you narrow it down to basic principles, such as every country's right to choose its own future, to choose its own path. This is something that really touches the nerve in Estonia. And then wait. Wait until the elephant in the room makes its move. We all too well remember what sparked the Maidan events in Ukraine and how Russia occupied Crimea. Now that is a high price to pay to steer a country towards the EU. This is a story where a happy ending is still in the making. It was in 2008 when the Polish Minister of Foreign Affairs, Radosław Sikorski, said, and I quote, "We all know the EU has enlargement fatigue. We have to use this time to prepare as much as possible so that when fatigue passes, membership becomes something natural." Now, how far or how close have we moved from this perspective? What are the reasons for this? And what should the next 10 years of Eastern Partnership deliver? Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I'm a storyteller and I can't really wait where this story leads us. And so I won't keep the floor to myself any longer, but invite onto the stage the director of the Estonian Center of Eastern Partnership, Mr. Jaan Reinhold.